Hello everyone and welcome back to World of Warship, and let's talk Italian cruiser. I do believe it's first time ever I featuring this ship in my channel. So I probably you see the Flamus video about Venezia, the tier 10, and he mentioned actually that the line really start picking at tier 8, the Amalfi. Probably, I'm just saying, my gut feeling say the Amalfi tier for tier is the best Italian cruiser. It probably has different flavors and different way. You have probably the nice thing about the Italian cruiser. It's flat, very fast shell, easy to hit. But the downside, it's extremely long reload time. Now there are quite a few, shall I say, downsides with the entire Italian ships, and Flo mentioned all of them, and one of them is definitely the AA. In this replay you will see the strength and the weakness about the Italian Navy, and I believe, guys, without saying too much, that I love many tier 8 cruiser. They are quite strong and in some way kind of a unique, all of them, but shall I say, this is one of the fastest tier 8 cruisers, and the agile is fantastic. Now in this matchmaking, he's top talk, and there's one carrier in the tier 6 carrier, and the enemy team have Asasio, Cossack, Kiev, and Leander. So the matchmaking is great. Well, here's the deal, guys. Yeah, that was close to 9,659 HP gone from that Cossack. Let me know in a comment below, guys, because I also, when I ambushed a destroyer once, I'm playing on test server, the Amalfi actually was the Amalfi. I ripped that destroyer in 2 salvo, literally. And the same story, I believe I remember that the first salvo I took him close to 10,000 damage. Should be in this game this overpower shells for one type of ships, and that is destroyer. You're never gonna do those huge numbers versus, let's say, Bismarck, not in 1 million. As a matter of fact, it is the other way around. Bismarck is kind of a tall, so it has a lot of superstructure. You have to aim over there, otherwise. Yeah, well, that was a very good aim for the higher superstructure. It was actually 9,000 damage also there. It's same story, guys, with British light cruisers. If you do not aim for the superstructure, you will not do as much damage. You kind of need to learn to aim higher. However, I do believe this captain is definitely showing that he knows how to aim, he knows how to abuse this island. This is what you're supposed to do. Oh man, that was one ridiculous 2 salvos 20k. That it's not bad, guys. So yeah, as long as there's an island and someone else is covered for you, you're doing great. Asasio, I believe it's a great destroyer with a good concealment and pretty nasty. Torps versus battleship versus anything else is useless. What I'm trying to say, guys, in many battles, when there's few battleship, you kind of struggle to do well with Asasio. Sure, you can pop your smoke and daka with your guns, but overall, guys, with this Italian nation, you are, in my honest opinion, one fast import next battle type of dude. It's rough for a destroyer of many reasons. There's so many radar cruisers in this game. There are quite a few CV, and now those Italian blap that literally shave all your health in a salvo. Now, of course, you can, yeah, I have no idea. This captain definitely should know that, you know, there's an Italian cruiser over here. Now the Sasha cannot torp the... but he can torp the Sasha, but the other way around. Deep water torps does not work, you know. So that's the downside with this deep water, only for battleship and carrier torpedo. He was kind of a lucky, but man, he has 30 HP pool. Even the secondary will kill him. Yeah. If this Asashio were another type of destroyer, then it would not be so damn easy. Like the most broken, overpowered Benham, which literally this captain should be the other way around. He should be dead if that destroyer will be a Benham. So yeah. Of that reason, guys, I do not like overall the Pan-Asian destroyer. Sure, you may argue that they have some tools, radar or whatever, but I still believe, without saying too much, regular destroyer torpedoes are more useful for many games than those deep water.
Requesting assistance.
So far this captain received amazing 0 damage, which is, yeah, he abused this island to the max, and the Asasha never once fired back. 4 pen for 5,000 damage, not crazy. The thing is, what the main, shall I say, okay, man, that lighting, he had a lot of luck. There's a lot of torpedoes and he managed to dodge everyone. The thing is, when I'm thinking about a cruiser, what's a cruiser? It's a DPM monster, it's a support ship, probably with some good AA, probably with some radar, probably with some kind of tools. The Italian Navy are selfish. They have smoke that you have to be extreme far away because the penalty, especially the Venezia, I mean, most of that time in the high tier, tier 10, you almost can never shoot inside the smoke, because if there is a destroyer within, let's say, 9.5 kilometers, you will be spotted. So probably a balancing factor, but I believe it's most the smoke is fantastic. You don't have so many charges. I do believe this captain only have 1. Yeah, probably does not have, you know, a high level of captains, you know. Probably it's a brand new captain or close to brand new. What I'm trying to say is that one thing I don't like about this game, it's also the captain's build. I explain you why. You have a tier 6 6 points captain, I have a 19. I will beat you head on head or one on one each and every time, because my guns reload faster, I have longer range, and probably even more HP pool than you, even if you and me, you have the same ship. So that's the quirk, or kind of a weird stuff that, yeah, it's also the reason why 19 points, it's so damn hard to receive, and it's a lot of grinding. Asashio and Kiev. Kiev has 8 kilometer torps actually, but the Kiev is no more. Now he's brawling with this is Asashio, and there's Asashio actually cannot do a damn thing. Well, he can definitely open fire. I have no idea why he does not open fire. Yeah, you know, after all, he has 4 guns, which, you know, the alpha damage is pretty nice. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that you should always use in your Japanese destroyer the guns, you know, do some damage, then just go and get wrecked, you know what I mean? I do believe he wants to charge that smoke and kill that Asashio. I have no idea if the Asashio is smart to just disengage, or probably stay in the smoke. Oh crap, the Bismarck. Now it's the other way around. He kind of misplayed and Asasha is trying to torpedo, but never gonna work. Oh man, there's so many Asasha captains, they think that this is regular torpedoes, but this is not the case. Oh, the Bismarck aiming was actually a bad one. I know exactly where he aimed. He aimed much ahead, and there's the slow torpedo for all 4 hits, and that is the 4th kill, guys. Now actually the oh man, for the love of God, Asasio players, the torpedo only worked for battleships and carriers, and probably with this message, you see, very high to put your enemy on fire. I know exactly where they came from, but it must be the damn destroyer. Yeah, sure. 2 fires, guys. So open, for the love of God, open the guns, even if you are playing in Asasio. The alpha damage is great, guys, and even though there's very little you can do. Okay, his position was bad, you know, that's the thing. He could definitely disengage and do something else. It is what it is. Now this Zara is showing perfect broadside. Should always use the AP, and the AP did only 2 overpen and 1 ricochet at the same salvo. For me, that it's a mystery. I have no idea. Okay, this could be the blowing. Yep, and sit. How the heck you ricochet and overpen at the same salvo? That's for me a big, huge mystery. Of course, the Zara was also playing bad. I mean, showing so much of her side to any cruiser, you know, or a battleship. You don't just do it. Now this game, it's neck and neck. Matter of fact, I have no idea how this team or this friendly team did so bad. Welcome to Bull Worship, probably. But the thing is, guys, definitely you're gonna see now the weakness. Now nobody spotted those planes, so also this is the reason kind of strong to have this smoke. The CV cannot engage him, he cannot see, but he can, you know, you can still torpedo that smoke if you are good, or just knowing where the smoke is crawling, you know what I mean.
Smoke screen set.
But the AE, it's Mac. I'm not saying that this captain has any probably good captain's points or build for that. A great aim for that battleship. It was a big threat, and the Leander. Yeah, I like to say the Italian cruiser are a pain in the ass versus Leander and Royal Navy cruiser with no armor. Probably like to say that you're meant to delete destroyers in one salvo, but at the same time do huge amount of damage to all Royal Navy light cruiser with paper armor, you know. On the other hand, the Ranger, which is only tier 6, do short work of you. So this is definitely, guys, I mean, I'm not even comparing this ship versus tier 10 aircraft carrier or tier 8. This is tier 6, a kind of a struggle to shoot down planes. And it's definitely showing you how weak you are versus carrier overall. And probably it's a balancing factor. You let me know. I'm not saying that all Italian are bad, but definitely they have very short AA range. And I have no clue, guys, but probably they are pretty darn bad in AA. And that's also the reason I don't consider themselves a real good cruiser, because they don't fulfill any role. They don't have the AAA, they don't have the tools of radar, they don't have the high DPM, and there's very little tools they have, you know what I mean, to support your battleship. You know what I'm trying to say. So, believe me or not, guys, but this captain with only 685 HP, it will go down. They are leading in points. However, if this captain will die, it will flip the point. Now, I do believe this captain did everything he could. I mean, high caliber, Confederate, Kraken, and devastating strike, you know. So 155,000 damage probably does not seem a lot. Probably in this case, even the Mogami could do better, to be honest with you. Probably not as much of alpha damage, but come on, guys, Mogami versus any destroyer, it's a killer. And especially when I started playing this game, when the Mogami had 18.1 kilometers in range and faster travel, faster DPM, faster reload of the guns. So that was a monster. That was a, you know, a real cruiser, a real threat. But I still believe, guys, that this game will end very soon, and very unfortunate. All he needs to do, the Ranger, one hit anywhere, just one rocket hit, and this captain is history. There you go, guys. I mean, you may argue that this would never happen in a US cruiser or many other cruisers, even some Japanese cruiser are like Miyoko pretty darn strong in AA if you build for that. But it is the downside of the Italian cruise. And just see the score, guys, 464 versus 464, and there it's exactly that on, and it's 2 minutes and 39 more seconds. So very unfortunately, guys, I'll not bother you to stay. You can stay for 2 more minutes yet. So let's find out what the heck happened. Ranger versus Ranger. Now, guys, without saying too much, if you expect even your tier 6 carrier, there's very potential strong in AA. Sure, you may drop, but most likely you will lose all your planes when the enemy Ranger have this consumable of fighters. There's very little he can do. Sure, you may argue that it's on his favor. What I'm trying to say is that this Ranger, the friendly Ranger, has full HP. However, guys, best type of ship tier for tier in this game, it's not the cruiser, is actually, if you build, it's the aircraft carrier. They have massive, and I mean massive, of AA, and very strong A, and especially if you know when to press O, so the reinforce. If you reinforce the right time, guys, then I would like to say that it's almost immune versus incoming planes. But I'm saying almost. You can always go through. Depends of the squadron and depends of boost. It's a lot of gimme. It's not so damn easy. But it's a standard battle. There's no nothing to. Now this friendly Ranger's trying to put him on fire. The enemy Ranger. And he did. He actually put him on fire. But now he lost a significant amount of planes. So you see, 1 versus 1 cruiser, carrier versus carrier. It's not so easy to take down. You kind of have to have a little luck with your aim and with your drop to sink another carrier. They try to sink each other, but this captain has too much of a HP pool to just go down in 1 or 2 hits, or shall we say, yeah, 1 or 2 drop, and there's only 7 more seconds, 5 more seconds. I do believe it was close, but not close enough, and there he goes. That's the GG, and the end, it's in the draw. Thanks, guys, for watching, and always captains, fair seas, and goodbye.